Welcome to Viral World channel. All the facts of the world are in this channel. Subscribe and watching other video. Interesting facts of the American presidents and their biography.
Zachary Taylor, the 12th President of the United States, was born on November 24, 1784 in Barboursville, Virginia, now Kentucky. Taylor is the son of the American Revolutionary War veteran, Richard Taylor, and Sarah Strother. He joined the United States Army at the age of 23 and served for more than 40 years. General Taylor participated in wars such as the 1812 Wars, the Seminole War, the Black Hawk War, and the Mexican War. He is famous for his bravery and his reputation as a fearless general. Millard Fillmore was the 13th President of the United States, born on January 7, 1800 in Cayuga County, New York. Fillmore was a poor farm boy who had difficulties in his childhood. She became a schoolteacher in New York before choosing to study law. Fillmore graduated from Batavia Law School in 1823 and practiced in Buffalo, New York. He had succeeded as a lawyer and was involved in local politics. Fillmore's political career began in the New York Lower Assembly in 1828. He later became a member. Franklin Pierce, 14th President of the United States, 1853 to 1857, was born in Hillsborough, New Hampshire, on November 23, 1804, and died on October 8, 1869. He comes from a family of farmers. He attended Bowdoin College and graduated 1824. After that, he went to work as a lawyer in New Hampshire. Pierce began his political career as a member of the Democratic Party and was elected to the New Hampshire People's Council of Representatives at a young age. He served as senator of the state of New Hampshire. James Buchanan was the 15th President of the United States, 1857 to 1861. He was born on April 23, 1791, at Cove Gap, Pennsylvania, and died on June 1, 1868, in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. James Buchanan, a successful lawyer, graduated of Dickinson College in Pennsylvania in 1809. He joined the Democratic Party. James Buchanan made a successful political career in the United States. He was a member of the House of the United States, a senator from Pennsylvania, and also the Minister of Foreign Affairs. Abraham Lincoln, President of the 16th United States, 1861 to 1865, was born on February 1809 in Kentucky. Lincoln was an influential politician in the history of the United States, particularly in ending slavery and leading civil war. He comes from a simple family and lives in Indiana. He was poorly educated but devoted himself to self-taught. He worked as a lawyer and got involved in politics at the local level of Illinois. His political career began when elected as a member of the Republican Party. Andrew Johnson was the President of the 17th United States, serving from 1865 to 1869. He was born on December 29, 1808 in Raleigh, North Carolina, and died on July 31, 1875 at Elizabethton, Tennessee. Johnson, who was brought up in poverty and had little formal education, started as a seamstress and welder before entering politics. Johnson was active in Tennessee politics and later became mayor and congressman. Ulysses S. Grant, the 18th President of the United States from 1869 to 1877. Ulysses S. Grant, born in 1822 in Ohio, had a quiet childhood and had an early talent for horsemanship. Grant's birth name was Hiram Ulysses Grant, but it is erroneously recorded as Ulysses S. Grant when he registered at West Point. He kept this name for the rest of his life. Grant studied at West Point from 1839 to 1843, excelled in mathematics and admittedly was. After graduation, Grant served in the Mexican America. He was the 19th President of the United States from March 4, 1877 to March 4, 1881. He belonged to the Republican Party and served as a member of the U.S. Congress from 1865 to 1867. He then served as governor of Ohio for 3 tours from 1868 to 1872, where he was again in 1876. As president, Hayes attempted to create peace and reconciliation between North and South after the Civil War. He died on January 17, 1893, but his legacy as a president who sought to exercise justice. James Garfield was the 20th President of the United States, born on November 19, 1831, in Moreland Hills, Ohio. He had served as president from March 4, 1881 until September 19, 1881. Garfield grew poor, worked as a waiter and laborer before college at Williams College, Massachusetts. His early ambitions as a priest turned into a legal career. Garfield became a Republican politician of Ohio on the U.S. House of Representatives. During his presidency, he focused on civil reform and the advancement of. Chester Arthur was born in Fairfield, Vermont on October 5, 1829, and died on November 18, 1886. He is the 21st President of the United States. Arthur studied law at Union College in Schenectady, New York, and started a career as a lawyer. In 1871, he was appointed head of New York Harbor Customs by President Ulysses S. During his term, Arthur showed dedication and courage to resist office corruption. In 1880, Arthur became Vice President of the United States with President James A. Garfield. Grover Cleveland, the 22nd and 24th President of the United States, was born on March 18, 1837 in Caldwell, New Jersey, USA, and died on June 24, 1908 in Princeton, New Jersey, USA. He graduated from Buffalo, Mass, and became the district attorney in 1863. He got elected mayor of Buffalo, the Democratic Party, in 1881. He also became governor of New York in 1883 for fighting corruption. In 1884, he was elected President of the United States with a focus on government reform and a curb to corruption. He became the second president in 1893 after the defeat of the 1888 elections. His second term was marked as a struggle against the Great Economic Depression of 1893. He retired and died on June 24, 1908 in Princeton, New Jersey. He was respected as an honest and dedicated leader against the corruption of government. Pro-citizen policies are a hallmark in the history of U.S. politics. Benjamin Harrison, 23rd President of the United States as 1889 to 1893. Born August 20, 1833 in North Bend, Ohio. Died March 13, 1901 in Indianapolis, Indiana. A political family, Ohio. William Henry Harrison, President of the 9th U.S., has grandfather and father who are involved in politics. Harrison studied law at Miami University and graduated in 1852. After that, he moved to Indianapolis, Indiana, and began a successful legal practice. Harrison fought as colonel in the American Civil War. Political career started as a reporter at the Republican Convention in 1856. Benjamin Harrison became district attorney and state Senate member of Indiana before becoming a Republican on the U.S. People's Council of Representatives. In 1888, he was elected President of the United States, defeating officer Grover Cleveland. This president lit up the White House Christmas tree and supported civil rights protection, aid for Civil War veterans, and women's suffrage in the territorial territories. After losing in 1892, Harrison returned to law practice and became involved in Republican politics. In 1901, Benjamin Harrison died in Indianapolis, Indiana, at 67 years of age. He is remembered as a committed leader of the Republic. He contributed to his country through public service and diligence in advancing the interests of the United States. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, like, comment, and share Viral World channel.